Hello, this is the second video in a series designed to help you understand order in operation in mathematics. In video 1, we introduced the acronym or mnemonic. They were the two words that I was using. We introduced the acronym BIMDAS as a way of clarifying the order of operations in mathematics. We had the expression 2 plus 3 times 4. And we looked at the fact that if you did the addition first, you ended up with 20. If you did the multiply first, you ended up with 14. This is unacceptable. By convention, there is an order of operations that must be followed in evaluating mathematical expressions. Now, that order in operations is summarized in that simple mnemonic, BIMDAS. Now, just a brief note on mnemonic. It's just something designed to help and assist your memory. Now in BIMDAS we said B for brackets, I for indices, M and D for multiplication and division, and we said left to right, and A and S for addition and subtraction, left to right. But we didn't tell you much more than that, did we? We simply introduced the acronym BIMDAS. Let's have a look at how it applies to evaluating expressions and start to unpack some of the fairly complex language that we've been using. Now let's just look at that word mnemonic. There it is. Now that's how you pronounce it, but it's not quite how you spell it. Interestingly, it's got an M on the front of it, but we say it mnemonic. And it's simply a way of helping your mind remember a complex idea. And that complex idea is the order in which we've agreed that we'll do mathematical operations. Now the brackets I'm sure you're sort of familiar with, most likely. Now for example, with brackets, if we wanted someone to do the addition before the multiplication, the word's telling us here that the addition should come after the multiplication because it's further along in the word BIMDAS. But if we wanted someone to do that operation before that operation, we would put in brackets. 2 plus 3 times 4, which would be 5 times 4, which would be 20. Now there'd be no problem there, would there? Everyone would be sure we've put the brackets in, we must do the 2 plus 3, the addition or the plus before we do the multiplication, because the brackets right at the front of the mnemonic, they're the tough guy. Top of the tree, must be done first. Now the I for index I'm going to dedicate a whole video to, so we'll leave out indices or indexes for the moment and jump straight to multiplication and division, left to right, and addition and subtraction, left to right, because that hasn't been explained. So let's start with multiplication and division. If we consider an expression like 12 divided by 4 times 3, without BIMDAS, we're back into that difficult territory of not knowing which operation to do first, the division or the multiplication. Now looking at the word here, the acronym, it would appear that multiplication comes before division. But in actuality, it doesn't. In mathematics, multiplication and division occurring in the one mathematical expression must be evaluated from left to right. Now, when I said there earlier about convention, what I mean is that's what everyone has agreed will occur. Because there's uncertainty again, isn't there? If we do 12 divided by 4 is 3 times 3, we get 9. Whereas if we do 4 times 3 first, we'd get 12 divided by 12, which is 1. Now there again we have a problem. We have two different answers for the one simple expression. The first one being correct, the second one being incorrect. Now what is the convention? What have we all agreed is going to happen in mathematics? We've agreed that multiplication and division will be done left to right. So 12 divided by 4 is 3 times 3 is 9. Now the same thing applies with addition and subtraction. So if, for example, we have 10 minus 8 plus 2, and then we look at our BIMDAS and we forget about the bit up the top here, left to right, and we say, well, we've got to do addition before subtraction, we'd have 10 take away 10 is 0. Whereas if we work left to right, 10 take away 8 is 2 plus 2 is 4. And once again, we have that problem. We have two different answers for the one simple mathematical expression. Which one's correct? Well, by convention, remember, by the way that everyone has agreed that we're going to evaluate mathematical expressions, we're going to do addition and subtraction not in the order addition subtraction, but we're going to do them from left to right. So 10 take away 8 is 2 plus 2 is 4 is the correct answer, and 0 is the incorrect answer. So concluding, BIMDAS is a fabulous way to remember the order in operations, but there's a little bit more to it, isn't there? We've got to remember that multiplication and division go left to right if they are the only operations in the expression, and addition and subtraction go left to right if they are the only operations in the expression. More about this in subsequent lessons. Thank you.